Welcome to Getting Unstuck with Wendy B. It is a beautiful sunny day. It didn't start that way. Thank you for joining me. I'm looking forward to spending a few minutes with you. If you're watching the replay, make a comment. If you're watching it live, please make a comment so I know I'm bringing value to you. I am going to talk about how to support people living in domestic violence. And I know it's not a subject that everybody wants to listen to, but that it's really important that we do that. And I have someone else on the internet right now, so it may flash off and on, and I hope it doesn't. But anyways, I am an author of a best-selling book called Getting Unstuck, 30 Ways to Turn Your Limiting Barriers into Clarity, Freedom, and Power. And it is on digital in Amazon, Tolino, Kobo, Apple, Barnes & Noble, Overdrive, and 24 Symbols. It is in paperback, but unfortunately Amazon is not delivering paperback. Darn! It's an incredible book. Okay, thank you. So I'm also a podcaster. I have a podcast, Thriving at 60, THRIVING ATSIXTY. And I have my Getting Unstuck with Wendy B and Thriving at 60 Facebook. So and the podcast. So I'm gonna a girl. What made me think of this is a girlfriend sent something on Facebook, and it said, if you're stuck in a quarantine with a toxic or abusive partner or parent, message me about homemade barbecue sauce. And then in brackets is, I don't have any barbecue sauce, and I will know to continually check on you. And if you ask me about buying barbecue sauce, I don't sell any, and include a shipping address, I will know to contact the police. And I thought that was really great because, you know, I've heard that there's an increase in domestic violence cases since the quarantine. And you know, people react differently when they feel threatened or scared. And I'm asking you, you can go on my Thriving at 60, you can go on my Wendy Bergen page, or you can go on my Getting Unstuck with Wendy B. If you'd like to copy and paste that to support someone, then please do. It would be great. So one thing I want to get is abusers aren't bad people. They just often feel threatened. And I'm not validating that they should do what they do, but they often feel threatened. In fact, I lived in I was raised in violence and abuse, and my first husband was very violent. And I wish I knew some of these tools beforehand, but I didn't. Whatever environment you're around, it's like the air you breathe. And there's a lot of people feel ashamed. I know I had a lot of shame and embarrassment around being in an abusive relationship. I know now that I didn't need to be ashamed or abused, but they use that so that you don't go for it. And abusers like to isolate you, so unfortunately this quarantine feeds that in them. There's nothing to be ashamed of. People from all walks of life, doctors, lawyers, judges even, like they can be in domestic. Hi, DJ, thank you for coming on. So all walks of life can live in domestic. It isn't just lower class people. It's all classes can live in domestic violence. So I'm just going to share a couple of things with you. I shared one other thing, but don't argue with them. Don't have it escalate. If you can, just don't have it escalate. If you can remove yourself and your children to a safe room until they calm down, do so. Doesn't matter if you shouldn't have to do that, but if you're in that situation, then go do that. Create a safe room, and if you can have a room, the safe room, have a lock on it, you know. I used to keep, when I in abuse, I used to keep literature, etc., writing materials, and in a room that was safe, and also if you got children, crayons, toys, etc. Make sure you have a safe place where you can store basic cash, credit cards, change of clothes, either in your own car, hidden, or at a safe person's home. And don't keep the abuse secret. Share with safe people. There's nothing. Share with safe people, and there's hotlines, etc. But that copy and paste, what I had put at the beginning of this. You can rewatch the replay and see if this is valuable. But you know, if you find yourself in a domestic violent situation, then have compassion for yourself, and if you know someone is, have compassion. There's children being abused, there's wives and families being abused. Pay attention, be alert, and support them. If you copy and paste what I just suggested, it could save tons of heartache. So thank you for listening to my Facebook Live. Thank you for coming on. I hope it was of some value. I'm not going to have a long one today. Remember, you can get the digital Getting Unstuck, 30 Ways to Turn Your Living into Freedom, Clarity, and Power. I give a 30-minute complimentary strategy session. If anybody finds himself in a violent situation, I've lived through it. I can definitely support you in how to get out of it in a less violent way as possible. Please, it's complimentary, a 30-minute strategy session to move you forward in whatever area you're stuck in. So thank you for coming on to Getting Unstuck with Wendy B. Looking forward. I'm going to be checking all my emails today. You can go on my webpage, wendybergen.com, and get your complimentary 30-minute strategy session. So thank you for being on, and have an awesome day. Bye now.